This week on Celestial Eats, carrot surprise. That's right, carrot cake. You've never had it this way before. Every week, they're here helping to guide our palates to healthy eating with delicious and nutritional meals for you and the entire family. Be sure to join Celestial Eats every Monday night at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. We would love to have you join the conversation, so please make sure that you're following us on all of our social media platforms and learn to eat to live and not live to eat. And now, here's your host, Chef Joseph Gordon and Certified Functional Nutritionist, Denise Gordon, with this week's show.
Hi everybody, welcome once again to another week. Yes, here with Cooking with the Gordons on Celestial Eats. My name is Denise.
And I'm Josie.
And we just want to welcome you to another fun week. We have a surprise for you guys on this week.
I like the way you did that.
Surprise! Before we get started and dive into our surprise and do the unveiling, I just wanted to point you guys to our website, www.celestialeatswellness.com. If you go to our website, you will find a wealth of information from our nutrition counseling, coaching, to how can I get on this healthy journey, to meal prep ideas, to our sauces, our marinades that we have. We have a variety of them, many of which, in fact, all of which, all you need is just a marinade on your vegetables or your protein.
Big facts.
Yes. We have our cold pressed juices, and we also have our dry rub seasoning. Do not forget our sea moss that we have that's made on order. And we also have our specially curated candles that was done just for us with different spices or different scents that we would use here in our kitchen. Also, don't forget about our cookbook, right? Our very first cookbook, Enjoying Life One Bite at a Time. You can find that on our website, or you can also go on Amazon to make your purchase. It is a great book to have, especially if it's your first time, on this gluten-free or dairy-free journey. It's a great way, it's a great introductory way for you to kind of get your feet wet a little bit. It's very easy to follow. The instructions are step by step. Something, just let us know what you're cooking and we'll get the ingredients for you. So and don't forget to follow all our social media platforms. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we're on TikTok.
To the top.
Yes. And like and share, of course. So, what's our surprise? Well, let's see. It's orange.
Yes, it's not her. She's my surprise.
Ha 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 ha. Well, today we asked someone what should we call it, and I'm going to give a shout out today. Shout out to Derek Rucker. He's the one who came up with this title or this name for our dessert for today. So it is called Carrot Surprise.
Carrot Surprise.
Carrot Surprise. So we're going to head over to the island and we're going to get started, right? Okay, let's go.
To the island.
Awesome. So in the meantime, honey, would you mind setting the oven for me to 350?
Ma'am.
I appreciate you.
Covered.
Thank you so much.
You want it on?
Put on 375.
Not 400?
No, we don't want it to burn, sir.
Okay, so I don't put it on 400.
Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna put all our dry ingredients here in our bowl. Okay, minus the sugar, of course. So we're gonna put our flour, our gluten-free flour.
Alright, so you got your gluten-free flour mix.
Yep. And we have our cinnamon.
Cinnamon is the winner one. If you had tuned in the last time, I gave you the backstory. I'm not going to do it this time.
And in here I have some nutmeg, I got some ginger, and I have some clove, ground clove. And then this is our baking powder.
Okay. See what you're doing over there.
And then we have our baking soda and our salt.
Okay.
Let me just get all of this.
Any special salt? No?
Of
Whatever
course.
salt?
Yeah, I use sea salt.
Okay.
All
Can
right.
they use the iodized one too?
They can if they want to. Yeah, they sure can. So we're gonna mix this up really good. Think about when you're baking, and especially if you're adding baking soda, you want to make sure you get it all mixed up really well, because what happens is you don't want to have chunks of baking soda biting into chunks of baking soda. It don't taste good, guys. It really doesn't. So you want to mix it up really good.
It's like biting into soap without any fragrance.
I'm telling you, man.
That's exactly what it tastes like.
It does not taste good. So we got all of that mixed up really well, right? So I'm gonna place this to the side. Thank you so much, husband. Then we are going to go ahead and add in our egg.
So this is the wet stuff?
Kind of, yep. So I got my egg going. Bring this up in here.
Watch your skimachi. One on egg cracking. That's some advanced
Don't you know I'm a pro?
advanced skills over there. Show off.
Can you give me a paper towel, please?
I got you, baby.
Paper towel, please.
There you go.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna get this off my hand. Can I get the bowl back? I just want to get the
Okay.
You can bring it over here.
So yeah, take out the item.
Yeah.
So that's like something I used to see my mother doing growing up, and I inherited that that value to take the eyes out of the eggs in baking. But what does that do? Does it kind of like make it raw? I think it like gives like a raw effect to the baking.
There's so many different things that people say about eggs. Eggs in general, when you're using eggs, especially if it's a large quantity of it, you kind of want to add a little bit of lemon to kind of cut the rawness.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, so let me can you grab the whisk out of that drawer there for me? That one.
So does your whisk have whiskers? No. It's another dad joke. Nobody ever gets my dad joke.
Nobody ever gets a dad joke. I'm sorry. That was a whack dad joke.
So your whisk have whiskers.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add our sugar.
Dad, she just said that your jokes are whack. How you feel?
Okay.
Oh, I'm not offended. I know it was corny. It was intentional.
We are going to do our applesauce. And then I'm going to grab the hand mixer. Could you grab that for me, please, sir?
Yes, ma'am. You tell me what you want, and I got you covered.
And you got to go on the other side.
You know I got you covered.
I'm going to start this right here.
Teamwork make the dream.
Okay, thank you so much.
Crisscross applesauce.
Okay, here goes. Okay, so we got that nicely
It's good to
done.
go.
Got that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, man.
All right, so now that's in. We're gonna go ahead and add our carrots. These are shredded carrots, grated, I should say. Can you believe it? I hand grated these. Haven't used a grater in a minute. Anyway.
I used to hate doing
I used
grating
to hate it in Jamaica. Oh
in
my gosh,
Jamaica because we
hate
used to use grater for everything because we didn't really have technology like that, and it was one of the ways to, you know what I'm saying, get what you need as far as, you know, foods and stuff like that. Go ahead, baby.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add our pineapple,
I love
crushed
pineapple.
pineapples. Man, our oven is nice and warm, guys. I'm gonna mix this up really good. And then I'm gonna add my vanilla.
Nice. My vanilla.
What does vanilla mean, Joseph?
Vanilla. That's what the baby's called. Vanilla.
Oh dear.
Vanilla.
Somebody come and get him with his dad jokes, please. Pecans.
Because they can't pronounce the V.
Pecans, guys. Pecans. And then our shredded coconut. Okay. So we're going to incorporate that in really well.
Okay. I see what you mean.
Really, really good.
This is really cool because all of the stuff that you put in, you didn't have to add any like water or anything to it.
No. So I'm going to switch bowls. And I'm going to pour this in here.
So you go from wet to dry?
Doesn't matter. I'm just going to put it in there.
Okay. Thought there was a method to the madness.
No, there's no method to the
There's a
madness.
science to it.
Okay. All right. So then you mix. You mix. Every time I hear that, I think of the TikTok. Mix.
Big girl. Mix.
You said it just right, Aaron. Whoever came up with that is a genius.
Like Siri.
That voiceover, right?
But like she's like the understudy who never got to get a big place.
Oh,
now.
really? So she
Yeah.
never really
So
got
like
her.
so she joined TikTok to get her place.
Wow.
So she started her TikTok.
That's funny. So she didn't get Apple, but she sure enough got TikTok.
Finally got her spotlight.
Okay, I'm just trying to get everything mixed in here really well, guys.
Mix it, no blender.
I don't want to over mix it, so I'm just being as gentle as possible. When you over mix gluten-free flour mix, it becomes super dry. We don't
It
want
smells good though, I'm telling you that. Just standing here on the wayside.
that. Waiting to dig in, huh? You're always waiting to dig in.
Feel like somebody throw me a bowl. I'm ready.
Okay, I think we're almost there. Almost there, guys. Almost there.
Reminds me of that song from what was it? Princess and the Frog.
Oh,
Almost there.
I don't remember that song.
all right. Would you mind bringing that over here?
Yes, actually.
Okay. And
You want it right here?
I'm gonna scooch this over.
Scooch.
You can touch it. So now we are going to go ahead.
Spray. That's what you would say?
Just gonna oil our square pan, little mini squares, and that was avocado oil, by the way. And you might be asking, why are you using avocado oil? Well, you can use any oil you want. Our young guest is allergic to olive oil and coconut oil. You know, there's coconuts in here. He won't really get any of it. But we've just kind of adopted just going back to avocado oil just to be on the safe side. So we kind of baby-proofed the oils that we use in the house.
She said baby proof the
Yeah.
baby proof the island.
So that we don't make any boo-boos. Uh-oh. That one didn't mix up really well. But now we did. I'm gonna make sure that we got everything in here. Okay. I think we did. So we're gonna get all of this in here. You know, growing up, I used to love carrot cake.
I used to hate it.
Why?
I just never liked it. It just didn't do anything for me.
Put vegetables in there.
You know my motto, Aaron. You know, almost everything that you eat, there's got to be a vegetable and protein in there. I don't really care about the carb.
But I used to love me some sweet potato pudding. Jamaican style sweet potato pudding.
Yeah,
Oh my
that is
goodness.
amazing. Maybe we should try figuring out how to make that gluten free one day.
That make you want to smack a whole bunch of people after you eat it.
Hot dog.
So you get a good amount from this one mixture. We'll have a little bit left over, which we'll do later on. But you can get a couple, if you're gonna, you can turn this into a cake, or you could just make it into cupcakes, right? Or you can do what I do. I like to do them bite-sized, like I call them bite-sized, because I won't overindulge. If I cut a slice of cake, I will overindulge. This is just one good serving, and I'm good to go. You know, my sweet tooth is fixed, and I'm good. Can you slide this to the side, please, husband?
You want to make a fat one in there for me?
No.
No.
She said to not overindulge.
I just said don't overindulge. If you choose to, can I get a paper towel really quick? You guys know me. I have to clean up as I am.
I got it.
Okay. All right. So while
I'll be
that's
your
in the
manservant.
oven, we are going to take our time. It shouldn't take more than about 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes tops, to bake. So while that's happening, I think we should kind of have a nice little conversation, right? Let's talk about a little bit about some of the things that we have in our carrot surprise, right? So, you know, of course, we have carrots. That's the big giveaway, right?
The big orange.
The big orange. Carrots. What are carrots good for? Oh my goodness. I remember our youngest, he used to love carrots, and then he hated carrots, and now he loves carrots again.
Bipolar.
Yeah. We have a relationship. That goes to show you that we do have a relationship with food. Sometimes it depends on our mood that we're in, and sometimes it just depends on our taste bud. We know what that channel is saying, or what it is it's sending to our brain. Carrots. So carrots are great for heart health. It helps with your heart. Okay. It also helps with your blood sugar levels. It helps to lower your blood sugar. So if you're someone who, you know, you're dealing with diabetes or anything like that, you know, it is something definitely to consider, but with moderation, okay? Because almost everything we eat has sugar in it. So we have to remember that with all things comes with moderation. What else does carrot help with? Carrots help with vitamin K and A. That's something that's very important, you know, in the well-being and nourishment of our bodies. We need K and we need vitamin A. It helps with potassium as well, you know, and calcium. You ever wonder sometimes your legs starts to cramp, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's some of the things, that's one of the go-to someone or in the medical profession, or even just in general may ask, well, have you checked your potassium level? Or they'll just say, go eat a banana.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter is here with her face all made up because she hates bananas. There's not too many fruits that she'll eat, to be quite honest with you. So calcium. So, you know, but potassium and calcium, it goes hand in hand with bone strength, you know, to increase and strengthen your bones.
Mm-hmm.
Carrots are also good for what?
Your eyesight.
Your eyesight.
But that helps with biotin levels.
That helps
Skin,
with your
eyesight and all that stuff.
Mom
and it
always
helps
told
with
me.
biotin. What?
I said, you always told me to eat carrots because it helps my vision.
See?
So I used to go in the dark and see if I could see in the dark.
I'm telling you, the things that kids would do, it just blows my mind. Okay, let's talk about coconut. We did have some coconut in our carrot surprise. Coconut is great it helps to aid in weight loss. So, you know, you can get your MCT oils from that. You know, so if it's someone like if you're going on a keto diet,
Mm-hmm.
coconuts are great. MCT oil, it is a good thing to incorporate into your diet.
This is
Fats
true.
are very essential to weight loss. Many of us, if we took a nutrition test, blood sample tests I'm talking, it would show or identify, even in our, if you took a stool analysis, it would identify and show that we are struggling and suffering with our fats intake. That triggers a lot of things, you know, without the fats. You start having heart issues, you know, and then of course there's the weight gain. Where there's weight gain, there's strain on your heart. So you want to make sure that you're incorporating some coconut or just MCT oils, you know, into your diet. It is a fat burner. Again, it goes hand in hand with your weight loss, right? And it is great, a great way to incorporate or get fiber.
Yes, sir.
It's very high in
Fiber.
fiber, very, very high. And with fiber, you need that to help with your digestion. If you think about it, thinking from the tier going all the way down, weight loss, fat burner, fiber, digestion, what do they all have in common? When you put all of those things together, it changes your body chemistry quite a bit if you do it the right way. So although this may sound like a dessert, right, we're still getting in some nutrients in our body. We really are. I always encourage my kids and I say, listen, I'm okay if you're eating sweets. However, your sweets have to have some type of vegetable in there and it has to have a protein. We need that balance. So we did have some protein in our sweets today. We have the pecans. That gives you protein. Eggs. And you have your eggs, as Erin so kindly and generously reminded me about.
$6.89.
So you had eggs. Now, if I wanted to make this into a super carrot surprise, I probably could have added. Huh?
Don't pecans have?
I said that.
Oh.
Yeah. If I wanted to make this into a super fiber or super protein carrot surprise, I would have added some flax meal in there or some chia seeds.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been phenomenal. I think I'll try that next time.
Chia seed, give it a pop.
And chia seeds would give it that nice pop to it. You know, you have that. It's like a nice earthy taste, but at the same time, then you get that crunch, and then you got that sugar going. And I also cut down the amount of sugar that we had in there because you can use unsweetened shredded coconuts, and then you could use your regular shredded coconuts. It just depends. If your body is already gravitating to sugar, which has a negative effect on your body. So let's say you start developing joint pain issues, you know, I don't know, fatigue, because that's another sign of, you know, if you're struggling with fatigue, we'll ask you, okay, what is, and we start looking at what you're eating. If you have a high sugar diet, yeah, that's one of your symptoms. You will be fatigued because it crashes quickly. It's the type of sugar that you put it into your body. So you want to balance it out. So what I did was I didn't add as much sugar because I had the shredded coconuts in there. And then, of course, on top of that, we're going to be making a frosting. So I wanted to keep that in mind because I wanted to cut down on the sugar that we're putting in. Remember, balance is the key. I'm not telling you can't have your sweets. I'm just telling you, let's do it in moderation and have a nice balance. So we're going to go back and head to the island again. While that's baking, we're going to go ahead and make our frosting. Is that okay? I think that's okay. All right, so I'm going to bring this over here. Would you mind, in the meantime, husband, washing off the mixer thing attachment?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right. So in here, I have my powdered sugar, right? And I have my lemons that I'm going to squeeze and put in here. I hope you guys are really understanding what it is I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand the words that's coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, are you guys understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth? I hope you are. All right, so we have that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add just a little bit of vanilla.
Vanilla, vanilla. I'm playing, y'all.
Bum, 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 bum. And then, so I had my butter out already. So I wanted it softened. So here is the butter. Don't you hate it when you go to the store and you're used to one thing and then they change it up and you find something else and you're like, oh, we don't carry that anymore. Listen, that's the story of my life, especially when it comes down to these gluten-free items. Oh my goodness. It is a struggle, guys. All right, a little bit more lemon.
So the struggle is real, y'all.
That's the only end.
Okay. And now we're gonna add some cream cheese, y'all. I love this cream cheese.
So adding the cream of cheese. The cheese of cream.
Okay. Let me put this cream cheese in here.
Cheese of cream.
Oopsie. I made a whole mess, guys. All right. My trusty husband is gonna help me clean it up. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I got you, girl.
I made a uh-oh.
Made a boo-boo.
Vanilla. They rising, y'all. They rising.
Rise.
Okay.
Rise like the
Can you plug that in? Is it plugged in?
It's ready for you.
It's ready for me?
It's just waiting on you.
Is it? Okay. All right, guys. So a little bit of noise.
So when you whip it, do you go for peaks?
Not for the frosting,
No.
no.
I'm obsessed with peaks.
I see. I'm going to add a little bit more sugar, guys. Give me a second.
Stop
So
doing that.
good.
You're not supposed to taste the love.
Why can't I taste it without you?
I gotta be a part of the experience.
Wait. I'm just going to add a little bit more sugar. I'm coming, guys. Is he tasting it?
No, I didn't taste it. I'm waiting on you.
Guessing this. Tell me, what can I do? You can't taste without.
Oh. It's so weird. That's not
I have some funny people in my family, guys. Funny people in my family. I think I got it all for me.
Don't worry, I'll get to it later for you.
gonna wash my shirt for me? Help him, God, help him. Okay.
Yes, indeed. So these
I think I want it a little bit more thicker.
these carrot surprise are gonna be like
Just a little bit more thicker. I like to gauge my sugar because, like I said, I watch how much sugar I'm putting in. And I didn't put a lot into the batter itself, the cake itself. Here we go.
okay. So I see what you did. So mostly the sweet is just gonna come from the
Right,
frost or the cream.
right.
Where's the cream?
All right, I think it's nice and thick. Oh yes,
Yeah,
that's
it looks
perfect.
good.
That is
You finally got your peaks, Dad.
that is perfect. That's
We
it.
want peace. We want peace.
Get that off.
Peaks.
Can you grab that for me? No, you got it. Okay.
I get to
He gets to be a kid, guys, and he's over here licking.
Laugh.
Don't tell my business.
He's over here licking, guys. He's licking away. Isn't that crazy? He's over here licking away. Okay. So while we're waiting, if we can come back to the center for a quick second, because I want to point something out to you guys. Even though we did the frosting, okay? Even though we did the frosting and we are going to frost it, you don't have to. Our carrot surprise can be eaten just by itself. You know, so again, I like the fact that if I want to add a little, spruce up my dessert, I can. If I don't want to, it's just fine without it. It's something I think a lot of people forget or don't realize with gluten-free items, we do have variations and we are not in a box. For those of us who love to think outside the box, we don't have to be on, we don't have to cook or bake on a straight and narrow way kind of thing. I believe that the same creativity that you do for other things in the kitchen, you can do the very same thing as you're preparing your gluten-free or dairy-free items. Just allowing your imagination to take you where you want it to go. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? It is said that some of the most amazing dishes happen just by accidents. So what could go wrong? I tell my daughter all the time, write down, if she's in here, because she has a very creative mind. She loves to go into the kitchen and just do whatever she wants to do. She's very free spirit. But I always encourage her, write down the things you do because you just never know how it's going to turn out. And that could be a win. But can you duplicate or replicate that win if you haven't written it down? Can you do it again just by what you remember it tasted like? Some people are good like that, but I just think you should take a chance, but write it down as you're taking a chance. Especially if you're new to this journey, right? I mean, what do you think, husband? Come around here and have a chit chat with me. We only have a few more minutes for the carrot surprise to come out of the kitchen, the oven. I think Erin gets her creativity from her dad.
So
I'm not so much.
So I agree with what my beautiful orange coated wife.
Right, I'm orange. I just realized I just wore orange.
my carrot flavored surprise over here. But she's 100% correct in my book. Um, you get in here, you get in the kitchen, and especially for us,
Yes.
this whole gluten-free, dairy-free experience has been a journey, and it's been a fun one. The thing is when you open your mind up to, you know, the new, or open your mind up to the unexpected, you know, a lot of times beautiful things are, you know, bloom or blossom or created from that experience. And you just have to, you know what I'm saying, free yourself up, free up your mind. And most importantly for me, I just allow, you know, the Lord to kind of like inspire me as to, you know, what route to take when preparing certain dishes or preparing certain meals, the concepts and the ideas. You know, I sit down and I pray and I ask for, you know what I'm saying, the vision on how to proceed in, you know, getting, you know, certain things on the table to feed my family. And at the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. We don't want to miss out on the things that we used to enjoy before this journey, before the gluten-free journey, and before the dairy-free journey.
Right.
You know, because, you know, we're foodies, we love food, man. And
We do.
being, you know, prior military and traveling all the time and, you know, seeing different places in different countries, you know, we like to submerge ourselves into the culture and try to experience the flavors of that environment. And so when we find out that we can't eat the gluten stuff and the dairy stuff, that kind of like cuts into a lot of the things that you would go to the restaurant and consume. And so we have to basically figure out how to make it applicable to our lifestyle and not miss out on the fun, you know, experience of food and eating.
You know, I like what you just said. A lot of the things that we have created, we kind of tied into what we remember it tasted like when we weren't on this special way of eating. You know, and so it helps us to not feel like we're missing out, you know, especially for our kids. You know, we try to not let them feel like they're an outcast when it comes on to food. So if we're going somewhere and we know what the menu is, okay, I'm gonna try and make something that's similar, so that they don't feel like the spotlight is on them. And you know, we want to feel like we belong no matter where we are in our health journey, without compromising, without making our tummies feel bad, or we're adding additional stress to our body or how we're feeling, you know, or waking up things that have been sleeping for so long now suddenly we have all these health issues. So, you know, it's okay to feel like to fit in health wise, nutrition wise, without compromising.
This is true.
Right? So if you guys haven't gotten anything else from today's show, fitting in does not mean you have to compromise what your body needs. Fitting in just means just making it a different way.
Make it applicable to you.
Yeah.
And, you know, fun fact from
I'm gonna grab this. You can keep talking.
Yeah, fun fact from what my wife was just talking about with the kids. Get your whole family involved on this journey. Because believe it or not, a lot of the things that you might be experiencing, it could be hereditary, and your kids at some point in time might be going through that process or might have to go through that challenge at some point in time. But here's a fun fact. My daughter, she is so submerged into this way of cooking that she will make dishes at home. She likes, you know, sweet treats, and so she will make her brownies or make whatever she needs to make, and she would take it to school with her and have her friends participate in the experience. And then she'll come back and give us the reviews, because obviously we're not there, but she'll give us the reviews and she'll say, you know, well, you know, they liked it a lot, they like this or they like that, you know, and they'll express to her maybe the difference between what it would be like to eat the thing with the gluten and then the thing without, or the thing with the dairy and the thing without. And then they'll, you know, probably tell her, hey, you know, I don't feel as sleepy, I feel a little lighter. It doesn't, you know, taste exactly like it, but it tastes good. You see what I'm saying? So submerge yourself into the experience. Dive in, take the plunge. We're going back to the island, baby?
Yeah, we are
Follow me
We
to
are back to the island, guys. So typically we have we would have the cake portion already cooled and, you know, all that good stuff. But today we're kind of doing an express kind of thing. So it's not as cool as I would like it to be, but you guys get the gist. You want, before you ice in or frost any baked goods, you want to make sure you bring it down to room
At least room temperature.
Yes, it has to be completely
Cool. You're seeing it.
yes. I'm looking at it right now.
Is there guilt in the atmosphere?
I think so. I think so. But listen, it's okay. You want to do it?
So if I do it, you already know what I'm gonna do.
Don't eat it right away.
I can't eat it
But
right
let
away.
me do it then. All
Look,
right.
it's gonna be hot. It's fresh out of the oven, right? But that's the best way to eat baked goods for me. It's
He
fresh out of
likes
the
it
oven.
fresh. So let me give you guys a little truth fact. Josie does not like to wait for anything at all.
That's not true. I waited for you.
Minus me.
I waited a long time.
My cheesecake.
And the kids.
I have to hide the cheesecake from him, so I like it just slobbering over.
This is true. She does have to hide the cheesecake from me.
Look at that.
I'm gonna get me
You getting
something to eat that with right now.
See? You can't wait.
You can't wait. I told you guys.
But it's melting. I gotta rescue it from melting.
It doesn't matter if it melts. And look, so I told you guys you don't have to eat it with the frosting, but he's gonna go ahead. Let's go over to the other side.
You wanna
So
come
that-
over here?
yeah.
Alright, so we're in the main.
So we're gonna be on the
So
main.
you're trying to put me on
So
spot.
I'm gonna have him cut it.
Me.
If it wasn't hot, I literally would try to put this whole thing
He
in
would
my
have
mouth.
put the whole thing in his mouth. Or
But
at
it's
least
hot,
a
so I'm
tenth.
gonna be, and I'm on TV, so I'm gonna discipline myself.
Ah!
I learned from the last time. So this right now, to be honest with you,
It's so
you don't
sad.
have to use the frosting. You
You
can
can-
actually put ice cream on this plate with this pastry because it's like super hot. So just imagine the ice cream sitting on top of. I'm pricking you right. You want me to get some ice cream?
No,
Sitting
we're
on top
good.
of.
I told you guys.
Oh my goodness!
Come back.
I felt that one right
We
there.
went
That
into a
was.
sugar coma just
Oh
now.
my goodness!
Having thoughts and dreams at the same time.
It was
I want a
amazing.
small piece, so I don't want it so big.
No.
No, that's fine. Well,
Okay.
maybe.
All right, let me cut it because
I have a small mouth.
I'm gonna cut it so that way we don't have to be in here
And we
trying
don't
to do
make a
Heimlich
mess.
maneuvers or anything. Okay, I'm gonna feed
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, don't make it fall.
come closer.
Okay, I'm coming closer.
Let me put this down. I look awkward. And so I get to do this. Come here, the wife.
Oh my gosh.
It's good. But don't tell me about it. I want to experience it myself.
It's so good.
This right here is something you have to experience for yourself. You know, it's like when you get that fresh anointing. You got to experience it for yourself. You can't live off of someone else's experience. You
Oh,
gotta have
taste and see that the carrot
taste
surprise
and
is
see.
good.
It's good. I'm about to taste it for real. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The truth, guys. The
Big
truth.
Zaga.
Dib Zaga.
So I think we have a win, guys. Listen, our carrot surprise was amazing. It came out amazing. It tastes good. Just don't forget, you want to cool it before you frost it or put any kind of icing on there. But you could also add ice cream to it too if you like. You can add raisins to it. Any kind of nuts that you want to add to it, you really can.
So Pastor D,
So Pastor D, this is in honor of you.
you're so
Derek Rucker, if you're watching, this is for you.
but you can't taste it, man. I'm tasting it right now. It's good.
You gonna eat that whole thing?
Yeah. What you thought this was?
Okay, go
You
ahead.
had your share.
Wrong on all levels. I'm gonna take the
I
last
do
one.
this. I do
No, I want to do it myself. Amazing, guys. Ooh, I got a nice big piece of pecans in there.
Mm-hmm. You can test the pecan.
Do you see that, guys?
The pecan makes it pop, like really
Yeah.
pop.
That's really good. Really, really good.
That's some kind of honey bunch of oats. Yeah.
All right, guys. So listen,
Yeah,
he's about to go in, and I don't think you guys want to see him going in on here.
I might have like a frosted beard, like Santa Claus, in the middle of something.
Thank you so much for watching and tuning in with us on this week. We hope all the information that we have shared that it was beneficial to you, that you were able to take some good nuggets back and kind of apply them to your very own nutrition and health lifestyle. If you need any additional information or you have questions, head to our website, send us an email. We want to know. We want to hear your feedback. Is there something that you want us to try and make gluten-free, dairy-free? That used to be a special dish that you enjoy, but you want to see if it can be done in a healthier way. Send us your feedback. We would like to take on that challenge.
Yes,
and see if
indeed.
we can do it. Like I said, many accidents happen in the kitchen, but they become great and amazing dishes. So once again, don't forget to head out to our website, www.celestialeatswellness.com. Check out all the wealth of information we have on there. Don't forget to head to Amazon as well, or on our website to purchase our cookbook and also our marinades, or cold pressed juices, our dry rub seasonings, sea mosses, and our candles. And don't forget to like and share and follow us on all our social media platforms. Until next time, I'm Denise.
I'm Joe.
And you have been watching Cooking with the Gordons here on Celestial Eats. Bye.
Juice.